Saturday, March 25th, 2023. 10:51 in the morning, 65 degrees, Rome 21 miles. We're on Georgia 53 spur, south of Calhoun, north of Adairsville. We've just left the Loves and the Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's was so crowded we did not go in. It's all we could do to get in the parking lot, then get it back out of the parking lot. So we got our coffee at Love's across the street, and now we are cutting over, and we're going to do a Georgia back road. It'll be a very nice day. We'll be cutting through to Georgia 156, and then coming out on 27, US 27, and in our Murchie, Georgia, and then we'll go up to Big Texas Valley. We'll visit Vicky. We may see if we can get to fly fish in the water over at Rocky Mountain. Not sure yet. We'll just have to see what goes on. But enjoy this. Creeks are full. There's a lot of water. That's Muddy Creek. Muddy Creek. Between this van giving me trouble and the rain and weather, I haven't been able to get any clear water to get the fly fish in. To this underwater drone, I need to get him into the water. Get some video. Again, we're trying to document as much of the country as we can before it changes any further. We've been pretty much stuck in the southeast because of all the grief this van has caused this last year and a half. Hopefully we've finally got enough, hopefully we finally spent enough money on it to get it to where it'll be dependable. Still a whole lot cheaper than a new one. New engine, transmission, new radiator, heater core, belts, hoses, power steering, hydro boost, all kind of stuff. Front brakes. Shocks, upper and lower ball joints. Okay, we got two people back here. Let's let them by. How long do you think these chicken farms will be here? How much longer? This land has gotten way too valuable to raise cows and chickens on. Y'all have heard me say it before. In a hurried lifestyle, you'll run past much more than you'll ever catch up to. And what you run past is much more important than anything you're going to catch up to. Too bad these people can't see that. Running wide open with blinders on. Country in northwest Georgia is gorgeous. I got to get in touch with an agent, see if I can find an agent and find me about 2 acres of land I can subdivide, build a couple of tiny houses on. Keep one for a base camp, sell one or rent one out, and do it again. I'd like to do the same thing in southeast Georgia along the coast somewhere, but I think that land has finally woke up from its sleep. Brunswick, Savannah, that place is growing like crazy too. Of course, all of Georgia's growing like crazy. Too many peoples. Too many peoples. Now right up here to the right is that little rock garden where they had the castles and all that kind of stuff. I do have video of it. And to the right is Calhoun. We're going to go down here and turn turn right. If we can get out. If we can get out on 53. Rome 17. We're going to turn right before we get to Rome. Solar farm down here on the left. We'll be turning right. Awfully pretty land up here. There's a solar farm out there on the left. Not a big one. I can't never remember if this is the right road or it's the next road. I always get confused for whatever reason. I think this is right. If not, we'll still end up okay. Future home of Agra, Georgia. They're starting to clear. There you go, folks. Everywhere you go. People everywhere. This is a nice little back road. Bring us out over at that pumpkin farm on the Oostanala River, where they have the festivals every year. I think they charge you $15 to get in, about $20 for a bucket of sunflowers, $5–10 for a scoop of ice cream. But they have good business and I think it's good product. Support your local farmers. Look at all this water. There's a creek up here that should be running pretty full. Railroad track, and there's a gorgeous little side road up next to the railroad track. But the flowers aren't blooming yet, the little yellow wildflowers. This creek is usually clear, but like I said, there was a lot of rain last night. Somebody actually going slower than what we do. How about that? Looks like they're just pulling over to let us by like we do. Oh, hey. Here, there's one little road right there. It goes up to the railroad track. Okay, well, the flowers are blooming. I wonder what they look like. Boy, I don't want to cut over with a car coming around the curve. Water just pouring down that road. I hate backing out of here too. Now these little yellow flowers aren't in full bloom yet, but they line this road. It's really nice. And I tell you what, I do not want to back out of this road. Right here on this curve, people fly around these roads. I don't know of anything else to do though. You don't have room to turn around. Maybe we won't get whacked. Okay, we made it. Oh, the little peeps. The little frog peeps were peeping. We may run up to John's Mountain up there at that campsite. That is a really nice marsh right there with the creek coming through down from there from the spring, and the peeps just sing and sing and sing. If you folks don't know, if y'all don't like the sound of the peeps, there's something wrong with y'all. I can tell you that. Here's that farm up here on the left. They're not bashful about the prices, but it's really nice. I know they got a lot of money in this, and farming ain't cheap. It is not cheap. And that autumn time of year is the only time they're going to have to recoup all the investment they put in this stuff. They're working on it again, building another building on there. Wonder where they got that rough sawn pine. Get it over here at Sykes Story. I love Sykes Story and their lumber. Yeah, see the flowers, the little yellow flowers are blooming out there now. They're not in full bloom yet, but they're out there. We'll see how Vicky's front yard is. Crossing over the Oostanala River, muddy Oostanala. It combines or converges with the Etowah in Rome, forming the Coosa and going over into Alabama. A couple of different rivers that form the Oostanala, but I can't name them right now. Now I have come through here, or tried to come through here, and the road closed because the Oostanala was flooding over the bridge. Hey cow! If y'all aren't having fun yet, shame on you. Boy, I'd love to have that little rock house. Wouldn't want to pay taxes on it though. That's the thing about being a nomad. You have no property tax, you have no insurance, you have no house note. I mean, I could have bought a new van for less than a house note and insurance, but on my fixed income, I couldn't afford it. The Pocket Recreation Area, 16 miles. We've been there. We've got video of it. It's very, very nice. They've got campsites if they're open. They may not be open. They've got equestrian trails, hiking trails. This is Georgia 156. It runs from, I don't know where it goes to the other side of Calhoun, but it'll go through Calhoun and dead end up here in US 27. I guess I can roll the window up. It's cool enough. Y'all won't have that road noise to contend with. And I really like to have the windows down though. I like the breeze, the air, even when it's real hot. I don't use a lot of air conditioning unless it is really hot and humid. I'd like to have some of these vent windows installed where the back windows would open up. I could get a lot more ventilation through here and I'd need the air conditioning even less. I need to stop at a body shop and see how much they charge to do that. Or either see if I can find a door at a junkyard, a couple of doors that have them already installed. Video. Would this be a long enough video? Ooh, yeah, it's 15 minutes. Almost 16 minutes. I'd like to get it all the way to 27 though, but we're probably another 10 minutes away from 27. Just a very nice back road, Georgia back roads drive. And I call it back roads. It's not back roads anymore. We'll let it run. I used to get some 30, 45 minute, hour videos, and I don't know, just stopped doing it. My channel was more successful when I was, so I guess maybe I need to go back to that. Creek. Oh, get it, Buzz. I say Buzz, buzzard, but that's a vulture, isn't it? That was looked like a black-faced vulture. He didn't have a red face. He wasn't a turkey vulture. We've been down to that little creek there. Johns Creek. Now we are entering Floyd County. The speed limit's 55. We're running about 50. We're running close to 55. Entering the little community of Rosedale. And we're going to slow up because there's a farmer up here, or somebody up here on the side of the road with a trailer. Looks like he's had some grief. Looks like he had a flat tire and went off the side of the road. Oh man, there's nothing I can do to help him, I don't think. Yeah, he got flat tires. He's going to have something else done. See, that's why I need a winch. More to pull myself out, but see, we can pull him up out the side if we had a winch on the front here, or the back. If we had it on a portable winch plate. We got to do that. I just didn't want to spend the money to do it, but I really need to do that. Passing through Rosedale. If you don't like a nice country drive, you won't like this video. We started off over there, sort of industrial, and morphed into, I can't call anything in Georgia any more rural. Call it agrarian. It's very difficult to find anything rural in Georgia anymore. to build me a tiny house, and I want to use 10 for the walls, for the outside walls. Be able to edit this out. It may not be that good with all this. Of course, this camera is supposed to handle this type of stuff, shade and light, better. I started off pretty impressed with this Osmo Action 3, but what is that saying? The bloom is off the, glow's off the bloom, the bloom's off the flower, or something or other. It's a good camera, but I haven't been very satisfied with it. Nice sky, nice clouds. Very nice spring day. Hard to beat it. Up on the road that'll take us up to Arrowhead Wildlife Management Area, and then on up to the Pocket. To the left, it'll take you back down to Rome, to Murchie. To the right, it'll take us up all the way up to Villanelle. Floyd Springs Road, yeah, that's it. To the right, it'll go all the way up to Villanelle. To the left, it'll take you back down to Murchie, Rome. And Arrowhead Wildlife Management Area used to be a fish hatchery. Now they have fishing and hunting, trails to walk. And then on further north, maybe 5-10 miles, you've got Johns Mountain Recreation Area. Very nice place. Got some primitive camping, got some campsites. Trails, nice, really nice creek and spring, picnic areas, equestrian. Getting warm in the van. I'm going to roll this window down, let the air in. Let the air in. Sun shining in us, in the window onto us on our left. We will be coming up on US Highway 27, Georgia Highway 3 shortly. And before 75, US 27, it used to be a major thoroughfare from north to south. And just sprinkled all along this road, you Haywood Valley Road is a very nice Georgia back roads drive. And I would even still say it's a back roads. Very nice drive. Come off of 27 and go all the way up. It'll take you up to East. It'll take you up that road that takes you between Subligna and Gore. Okay, this is 27. We're going to the left, it takes you to Rome. To the right, will take you to Somerville. Okay, this is going to be a wrap. We're going to cut it off.